What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to a revisiting the Tab S6 video. So a lot of you guys hit me up and you ask me, what tablet I feel like you should get. And it's usually about budget tablets that have just been recently released, including like a Tab S6 Lite. And really, what I want to inform you guys of is it is nothing wrong with looking for an older tablet, like an older flagship tablet like this Tab S6 here in 2021. I feel that this is probably the best option as far as an older tablet. I wouldn't go much older than this one. I believe it was released in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, with the Snapdragon 855. You can get it in 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, 256 for storage. But this is a phenomenal tablet. And I had to pick another one up. I ended up selling mine. There were a couple things that led me to keep my iPad Pro 2018 over this Tab S6, but I have definitely missed having this tablet. This is a very complete tablet. I want to nickname it the Note 9 of tablets. If those of you that remember the Note 9, to me that was a very complete phone in the Note lineup. And this tablet is very similar in my opinion. So we'll get a few things out of the way that I don't really like about this tablet, and then we'll go into all of the wonderful things I do love about this tablet. One of my biggest gripes with this tablet when I had it, and it still holds true, is the aspect ratio that Samsung uses on their tablets. I am so spoiled with the aspect ratio on iPads that it makes this tablet a little awkward to use in portrait mode because it's so narrow in portrait mode. I just like my tablets to be just a tad bit wider. I think that's the best aspect ratio, but again, that's because I'm used to the iPads. So by going back to this older model, what you won't get is the 120 hertz screen. So if you're already used to that on your phone or on like your iPad, then that may be a little jarring going back to this, but you will get adjusted. So if 120 hertz is really important to you, then you want to stay away from this guy and mainly all the other tablets aside from like the iPad. And the only other gripe that I really have about this is the placement of the S Pen, which is on the back here. It's not horrible placement. I mean, it's not much better than having it on the top like the iPad Pros do. I just wish there was a way they could have put it inside the tablet, just like the Note. If they would have figured out a way to do that, that would have been awesome. But this thing is already super thin. I love that about this tablet. So I guess they didn't really want to compromise the portability and the thinness of this guy. So into all the things that I really love about it. And number one that really sticks out is this screen, this Super AMOLED screen. Samsung makes the best screens. It's just, it was my opinion, but I mean, it's probably a fact as well. Show me another carrier that makes a better screen than Samsung or another company, I should say. Absolutely love the screen. The colors pop. I was disappointed with the Tab S7. The 11-inch model only came in the LCD screen and not the Super AMOLED screen. I think that was an opportunity missed. But I'm hoping like the Tab S8 will have the smaller model like this one, but just come with the Super AMOLED panel. But if you go back to this device, I'm telling you that you will be impressed by the screen. It is beautiful. It gets plenty bright. And like I said, the colors really pop for you. Like I said, the device is super thin and portable. So this is even thinner than the S7. So I love that about this device. Super thin, pretty lightweight. So if you're gonna just, toss this in like one of your bags when you're traveling and whatnot, you barely even notice that it's there. But definitely a great design that Samsung had. And this, like I said, this device is a couple of years old already. The speakers are phenomenal on this tablet. even better than my iPad Pro 2018. The speakers are loud and full. You will not be disappointed with the speakers. I never even get them to distort. Maybe I don't play it at max volume because I don't really have to. It fills the room pretty well even without max volume. So I really enjoy the speakers. Probably one of my favorite things about this tablet. It is still a strong performer. So it has a Snapdragon 855, which is not a slouch. I think we're up to the Snapdragon 888 at this point. So this is about 2 generations removed, but it is still plenty capable to play all your games and different things on it, to multitask and do those things. So that Snapdragon is fine on this device. To me, this is a better option than a brand new S6 Lite. So I've seen those brand new on sale for about $300 for 128 gig. You can find a used one of these guys, or even a new one. Like this one I just picked up. It was still new in the box, still sealed. So I was the first one to use this particular device. And it is working out great. I just feel like the screen resolution much higher on here, processor much better. The S Pen being this version of it, nice and flat. I feel this one is really nice, especially with the Bluetooth option. So I do feel like if you're comparing the two, if you can, I mean, even if it's a few bucks more, I would say opt and get this Tab S6 instead of the Tab S6 Lite. Another thing that I really like now about this tablet is the accessories that you can pick up. So now that it's a little bit older, you can get things like this book cover that is a great option. I picked this up on Amazon for like $20 now. And I actually just recently ordered the keyboard case, the original Samsung keyboard case for $60, I want to say it was. And I know it was the one that had the adhesive on it, which a lot of people weren't a fan of. But to have that as almost like a little laptop replacement for a $60 add-on, that's not bad. I'm pretty sure that thing was close to $200 when it first dropped. So now that you're picking up this tablet a couple years older, you get a great deal on the accessories. DeX is another reason to pick this thing up. I know DeX has been, kind of brought to more devices for Samsung, but the experience that you get with DeX is very nice on this device, especially if you hook up the keyboard to it. And like I said, you can do that now for a really good price. One of the last things I really want to discuss about this thing and why it makes it so great is the battery life. The battery life has been absolutely phenomenal on this device. I know this is a brand new one that I'm using out of the box. Used ones should still have great battery life. I know this was even rated to have a better battery life than the S7. But to give you an example, I used this thing for over 24 hours. I got over 6 hours of screen on time within that 24-hour span, and I still had battery to spare. So this thing is a workhorse as far as the battery. Doing gaming. And you know what, matter of fact, let me just see if I can pull up what my stats are currently, just to give you guys an idea. Let's go to battery. And we'll look at, so now this thing is running at 19 hours, almost 20 hours. I got 4 hours and 21 minutes of screen on time, and look where the battery is. It's at 56%. So this thing, absolutely phenomenal for battery. And you can see I've been playing my favorite game that you guys know, DH5, for almost 2 hours of that screen on time. But this battery is really holding strong. So you can really get things done. You can get work done. You can, edit your photos and different things. You can play games on it. You can, watch movies, get your social media bins going. And I mean, it's just a workhorse. And like I said, you can get it at a really good price now. So for 2021, one of the best tablets you can pick up outside of an iPad, where we're talking really Android tablets, because to me, the iPad software is what separates the two. It'd be hard for me to just completely ditch my iPad, because there are a couple of apps, like I mentioned before, like LumaFusion, that I use for editing videos that I just couldn't do without. If they ever bring a LumaFusion to the Android side of things, man, that would really make it a tough competition at that point. I think at that point I could probably not deal with an iPad because, obviously with an iPhone, you're still getting your iOS fix. But if they brought LumaFusion to this Android tablet, boy, that would be something to behold. But this has been my take on, in my opinion, on one of the best tablets you can still get. Do not sleep on this Tab S6. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys feel about this one. And until the next time, peace.